When creating a video, an instructional video, one of the things you may need to do at some point would be to edit an audio file to use that audio file over video from another source or still photographs. For that, you may need to use an audio editor. A free downloadable audio editor is something called Audacity. It allows you to edit many different types of audio files, including MP3 and WAV files. It's also very easy to use. As you look at the screen, you'll see the sound wave of this particular audio file, which is an interview with a gentleman who I interviewed for the Historical Society where I volunteer, and he's talking about railroads because he worked for the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad. So let's give a listen to a few seconds just so you'll know what the sound level is on this particular audio file.
The wreck on New Year's Eve, my dad made up the empty coal train.
So that's what it sounds like. Not very loud. One of the first things we'll want to do is make it a little bit louder. And the way we can do that is to highlight, let's say, the first 30 seconds. And at the top there is an effect menu, and the very first thing we see is amplify. So we're going to amplify this little sound clip. It gives us suggested adjustment to make. We can preview, which we'll do.
The wreck on New Year's Eve, my dad made up.
And since that is a satisfactory increase in volume, we'll go ahead and tell Audacity to amplify the entire 30-second clip. You see the sound wave change. It is louder. Let's give a listen.
The wreck on New Year's Eve, my dad made up the empty coal train at Cumbo, which there was traffic.
Okay, so let's say we want to take that one section, the first sentence up until he says which. So we'll hit the back arrow right here, which takes us all the way back to the beginning of the audio clip, and let's even amplify it. Over here's the magnifying glass. You can see that's a little bit bigger section and even bigger. And let's take a look and find the point where we want to cut out this even smaller audio clip.
The wreck on New Year's Eve, my dad made up the empty coal train at Cumbo, which...
Okay, so right here is where he says the word which, and we want to take everything from that to the beginning of the audio file. So we'll select it. First we click right here at that point and kind of drag that back to the beginning, and it selects the entire audio file up until that point. As with most programs, as we already know, you can do a Control-C on a PC or a Command-C on a Mac to copy that clip, which we're going to do. We'll then create a new file. As you see, it's a completely empty and blank file, and we'll Control-V or Command-V, as I'm using a Mac, and paste in that clip. And just to show you that it's the same thing,
the wreck on New Year's Eve.
There we are. So let's take a look at how to edit out the extra noise from the beginning. You can see that right here is where he begins talking. We can click there, which puts the cursor there, select from there to the beginning, and hit your delete key, and it's gone.
The wreck on New Year's Eve, my dad made up the empty coal train at Cumbo.
And we can also see that right about here is where the audio ends. We'll click there, highlight this, hit the delete key again, and we have about 9.3 seconds of audio of basically the one sentence that we wanted. We can take this file, click on File, Save Project, or export. And what we're going to do is export to an MP3 file. So we'll click on export. We will save to the desktop in MP3 format. And we'll save this as rec.mp3 and click on the save button. It asks you for specifics if you'd like to enter that little bit of information. Click on OK. And we have an MP3 file that we can copy and paste or drag and drop into a video creation program such as iMovie. And that's Audacity. Very easy to use. Many people use it, and it is a free download.